Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dr. Ren TV on YouTube and also Dr. Ren on Facebook. Abusuafo mma mo nyinaa mo akɔ aba. If today is your first day joining my conversation, kindly follow me, subscribe, and also make sure that you share the video because this is where we speak truth to power. So today we are going to have a conversation, and it's about Feed Ghana launch. I think the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, over the weekend, the Minister of Agric, Opoku, and then they launch the Feed Ghana. So we're going to talk about it. How different is Feed Ghana program no from the planting for food and job? Is it the same or it's not the same? What is this one? Which this Feed Ghana no? What is it? What is it all about? I'm here to share with you because one of the things I realize about many Ghanaians is that we are people who normally don't like to research. We only jump into conclusion with headlines. You understand me? So I think that let me just share with you the little information that I've gathered from this Feed Ghana program. So first of all, what is Feed Ghana? Is it something that Ghana we need? Is it bibia here important? Anyway, today I'm going to have a conversation with you. I welcome you, all of you here that is watching me. And Chromite is saying, more ha more me so ra Zigma, me mamunyina mo akwaba na mon share a friend is saying a video no na yentwetwe in common. So the question is, what is happening to John Dumelo and Ora Eric Opoku? What is happening? John Dumelo and Eric Opoku, what is happening to them? So I will just give you the information here. Quickly, greetings to Godfred, Doug Lomote, and also to our brothers and sisters that are also watching on YouTube. Now, recently, Anna Yetisa, His Excellency John Mahama, when he the Minister of Agric and the Deputy Abomodia from the Ministry of Friends and Food, Abomodia Papa Yenshishaya, when we to the Feed Ghana. Now, Yentie Minister no anymore when it comes to the Feed Ghana. And then we are Metchere Madwene Ewo and you may be a meet my demo. Ora Alfred over an so let's take a listen to the president and maybe a Metchere Madwene sorry the minister Eric Opoku na area yebeko the nitty-gritty and seminar now also why what draw conclusion and also make sure that you also join this Feed Ghana.
Economic stability,
Carol,
and overall national progress. The country's heavy reliance on food imports, which totals over $2 billion per year, with poultry alone accounting for over $300 million, places Ghana at risk of external market fluctuations and currency instability. This dependency exacerbates food inflation, significantly affecting households.
Are you watching?
Economic
Can you hear?
For the most vulnerable populations. Although blessed with abundant agricultural resources, Ghana has struggled with food production inefficiencies.
Thank you, Carol.
Lack of infrastructure, limited access to essential inputs, and weak integration within the agricultural value chain. The smallholder farmers, who represent the backbone of the agricultural workforce, encounter formidable obstacles, such as barriers to mechanization, difficulty in securing financing, and the absence of modern farming methods. These challenges hinder the ability to scale up operations and meet the increasing market demands. Additionally, substantial post-harvest losses persist due to insufficient storage and processing facilities, poor transportation networks, and inefficient market connections.
So, my poso ahasi na matwa machirechire mu kakra na mewie a mesa aba back na yatwa the minister neka. So now, the minister neka ni nyina ne say wo man Ghana efa enuane a yedi enko aho afi bia ye tam sika $2 billion and ye de kokra enuane a yedi. Enya se ya saas na ye teso ye desert. Ye nti desert so. As a matter of fact, we have a very fertile lands. Our lands are very arable. Wudua bibia was so eyeye. So the question is ebane sen and ye kokokra. Ye di sika koto enuane ahodo a it costed the nation $2 billion. Some of the statistics they be crash say a year between a year from 2 billion to a year 3.5 billion. Gifty, it is a gifty long time. So the question dodo no bisane say eba ne sen asase a yete so a udua so eburu a efifi udua so bibia eyeye eba ne sen kwa na afei de sebio ye de sikapuduo bebre ekokra eye efre ne sen eye enuane a yankasa yedi. Is it because Ghana for ye lazy na? Is it because say sebio ekuafo no womo enye nkofo bi a sebio omo nimdi a ombetimi de dua saa anuane na yekokoto no ana? What is the issue? What is the problem? Enti this particular government, the why ya a yes come from a year the planting for food and job ne say planting for food and job no not ye wo a year agric a friend is saying farmers no what that yeah in say Ghana there predominantly most of our people are farmers. It your farmers no what that say bi wo mu di wo mu nwuma na aban no ye say a year people are buying planting for food and job ye say obeso a year ekuafo ni bi ase ekowie achi no enam say omani a year a direct policy a year a friend is saying driven a friend is saying machinery sika bebre no omde kokko hye mu kra no anko wie peye anko the farmers in chain. And that is the reason why Abubisa said under Akufo-Addo where were the food and also where were the jobs? Because Ghanaians were crying for jobs and the same Ghanaians were also crying and said and that is why the statistical department, Ghana Statistical Department, just said almost 8 million Ghanaians go to bed with no food in their belly. So clearly it tells you, say, the planting for food and job failed under Akufo-Addo. Now, go through what is different with this particular Feed Ghana program. Now, we didn't catch mukakra about planting for food and job. There was no any friend is saying policy direction. Now, number two, let me place this on a year record. The person and any vision was planting for food and job. Me a classmate, I'm in the Adisada College. I friend and Nana Steve and joining MPP party. It was his vision, it was his brain. But odi assembly and paying for no antene and antena say and Nana Steve epese or this half planting for food in Shisheno ebe bua or my Ghana. It womote ya das ya bra and no fire and no neglect the pacrono or this vision in dream the buy no relegating to a year a friend is saying baby cry or manya day or man tea beer. Martin Wakwaba. Abigail, what is saying now. Yanko a year a friend is saying the most important thing about this Feed Ghana. And I think that this is a game changer if Ghanaians will pay attention and then also be participators. Now, omobe joining ebeboa yem papa abaya day yako yenim. Now, so Feed Ghana. Now let me get into the nitty-gritty of Feed Ghana and why it is very important for every Ghanaian to be involved. especially people Amosika. You want to go into agric, you want to go into farming, but you don't know the way forward. This is the time for you to put your monies where your mouth is, because this is a good opportunity. Aside the political affiliations that most of us join, aside being doing partisan politics and being petty in politics, this is what we all have to understand. Say, how can we best help this particular government to ensure that Ghanaians will be fed, not going through abroad and importing food into the country that is going to cost the nation billions of United States dollars. Now, Feed Ghana, Feed Ghana. Feed Ghana is driven on import a friend is saying sector. Now, so yekra enuama efra abrochiri ebuan kofo economy kosro. It is here one kofo economy akosro. Edi and yensu betimi aye ebeboa ehu the economy na etintim. Yensu enye sika. Na farmers nso aye sikafo te say the abrochiri farmers aye sikafo. Now, aban we say wahwe manwunu ne say efa na aye availability, affordability, aye ade a farmers, Ghana farmers pa a free meresantene. Apart from Kwame Nkrumah ne eye kutu e champion. Any a friend is one mobile mutimi bo modern aye ye bibi kakra nkre. Ye nse da ma ye ninko saa enuoma no ho. Ekwan a eye the food from the farm will end up on the table of the Ghanaian. Ye wunu ne say eye business. We just think it's a farming there. Eye kuayo bia keke ye do keke ni akodua ba yire bi body bi. Ye mfa ne serious say agric is a business. See a fan say it's a business. Ye ni bedawo na adwene ayeden enso ayeden emu abie ne de yakoma ene yesika atachire aboa aye ne ye ama ye nyan aduane bebre a ye betumi nye bie di na yetumi ayeden ye import bi, because in Pempi no Ghana kwakoye ekuru bi a ye de ye sori anopa. We grow what we don't need, what we don't eat, and eat what we don't grow. That is the reason why today peas and any man wababedos one or for bebrinoa echo. It even our taste as a Ghanaian no essa. And now with a Ghana, your taste is even becoming more foreign than Sesebu will be our day. Or take a year a friend is a Ghana no. What yes, you'll be all foreign no. Because ope a year the foreign taste it yekra and kuko funu and kuko amobeda eposo for many months and san omabedu. You don't even know the feeding of Sanko Kono. The feeding womo, see the organic feed and the Emma womo, see a friend is saying GMO, a genetically modified a year in Miani, the Emma womo. You don't even know. It's in Miani Bebreno, a poison you're consuming. And it's very dangerous. What you are saying? And Anna, I hear this particular a friend is saying information added. So that at least ye na ebe hunu ne say ebe modi ade aboa. Now yenko yenim na yensua eyesa de ewe na ebetimi aboa ye nyina. Look, yenhwe a friend is saying yen Ghana the availability of yensase ene ne yedua so yensase ne so kuayo bia begina seedlings no and a boama kuayo ejina. Many will say Bill Gates, why for about over 15 years. She Bill Gates, if we are seeing and no buyer Ibiano. Bill Gates and I'm no day, or Sisa and no bayano. And no day, or no all store no bayano. And we'll make sure say a chinebino sa no bayano. Or better other countries. And into the Bill Gates, he say a friend is saying Ghana, ye tomatoes no, ye seedlings no more to talk. And ya Ghana kwa Africa in any other European countries. Watching they will have monopoly of a year in Miani Ayedino, seedlings no, they will have monopoly. This open year be just all Bill Gates in chain. One pay seedling a friend is saying guava. And I say you did be a pawpaw, send ye can or Ghana no. Papaya ni saa nneoma no odi ase pear ni saa nneoma no avocado ni saa nneoma no eti the most important thing feed Ghana ne ne say feed Ghana no concentrate on seedlings. Say, yebenya ekuafoɔ no a ɛne a friend is saying a Greek officers no. Eno makomu school Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology akɔbɔ mu a Greek ne saa nneɛma. Wɔn di wɔn nim deɛ bɛba. Na Ghana yɛn so ɔdɔm akoma twɛdi ampɔn. Ɔkyɛ yadeɛ ne yɛ seedlings ne ɛwɔ no. Yɛn so yɛbɛbɔ ho ban. Ne yɛsiesie ne yɛtumi multiply seedlings no. Na seedlings ne nkɔnkɔ ɛsɛ wɔkyene bi no. Yɛn nkɔnkɔnya seedlings no bi na sɛ daakye bi nkwadaa no a bɛba yɛfiri wɔkɔ no wɔn bɛba no. Wɔn nkɔnkɔnya bi di sɛ wɔn kɔ baby kokoto bi ansa na waba bedua no Ghana. Into this particular initiative no, very, very crucial and very, very important. It doesn't matter which political party you belong. You have to understand. Say me no. Yebe food security, seedling security. What you say? See, yebe seeds no buying. No what chene bi no. Sebio. Enko say yebe short ni nya bia. Yede be dey. Yede be dua ye no buy. Na aso yetimi atibie ye yetimi edi na eno enkoda nchen yemfa asase no ayedua so the arable lands no ayedua so no a eja yenyina ebehunu ne Ghana de eburo kra no tugu a etimi fifi we yesi na yenko asase no na nsen enam say yemu bebre no yempanyimfo no other president abako ampe attention tino. The Akobani said, and Sasi Bebre, no, ye the fertilizers, Nina may be a yedia guso. What do you say? Eja, yedia guso. A friend is saying, haye. And inti, yen Sasi Bebre, no one, why you be a suit in Dubayano. And Sasi Bebre, no one, the Akobani said, ye heading, ye the ma a year minus, illegal minus, normally ye galam say, because ye wunu. Emfaso no a a Greek no de maye and into the abane ye ne say se betimi stop galamsey dia ese ye farm nim ne ye more attractive sania obi nkoton na sase ne koko asase a wadua so koko emfa nkonkoma obi a sabio ono pese wo ye galamsey a obetutu asase no akwa de wakọ pre gold and into the abane kan say ye ba be make sure say asase no yedua so no baye no efiri na akoi won nsase no aban ne won ba betena se no akire won ekwan a won asase no wo no de won beso won de ye na aban na ayeden aso mase aso mu kutupa no matimi de bi ayeden edua enobaye bebre now yenko giving lands for miners for galamsey makan wasem. Now let's go to building farm centers to feed Ghana. Now so abane say yenya nsase ni wie yenya seedlings no already the seedlings ni bi o wa ye wono Ghana already bebre no so ye import bi na anu bi kra de South Korea for kra be che ye seedlings ni bi oti ase bebre because ye seedlings no ye ntimi hweso ye se na ebidi nkan ka kire o ye ntimi hweso ye ama ye seedlings bebre no ano efiri ye nsa ehise ye pay seedlings ni bi a this ye kwa mono ne ye kokra bi eba oti ase eti abane say the obey say in order say obey ensure seedling security protection of lands no na fe nso no wa make sure say farming agric attractive no was the obey ni or ye building farming centers na farming centers na dey no ba ochre dey watchre ni nyina say farming centers no every district a friend is saying towns and villages ye be farming a friend is saying centers yi edo say wokọ wa wo pe anything akande a wo de be your farming na wo benya bi wo saa farming centers no enti e bia wo asase ana e bia wo be acres dodo o mevan say bia wo 50 acres bi wo pe so wo doso na wo de dua buru ana asa pe so wo doso na bia wo de dua friend is saying wo de ye bia odi nyan nantwi ana bibi aban ne say ene idie or the farming centers ebrem enti se wuhia equipment bomoni ana ko farming centers wo na wankasa kwa eden ko rent bi wo ko rent a ya turo wudin ya take with details eno so ye betete so e de ama o fofofo de enya ne sa ofa na o de kwa akohwe so ye na fa kwa ye de wo ye no eno nti se ye de maw ne ye de maw se bia ko use no afi ube renting for afi bia mienu sorry na wotwe mienu a na wotwe mienu ni du pepepe na eja eye a friend is wo de eye farming eye equipment no wo de aba ebia wo start wo plow ni saa wo nuoma no wo start weed ni saa nuoma no a aban no se wo beboa wo na wa ye den wo de Google car mu ni a drive wo ni de wa ko farming centers no kama na wa ye den wa hye wo kuase unya problem bi anso no a aban ne se osanso wo farming inspectors a wo mebo modin aba wa afuom ho ne ye be ma wo hu nimude nyansa a ye beboa wa ma de wadua saa no baye no because many a times no they only say yentai enye saa enuoma wi na meka kire no apart from Kwame Nkrumah mo ne eye kutu a champion mo baye yen hyeda ani kuayofo no yen fa wo mo important enwene saa nuoma we ye betumi ni saa ene o ma hyehye ho beboa o ene nti aban no ese eye Ghana government led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene the minister eye Eric Opoku a wo ho nimudie ene John Dumelo unsa John Dumelo so he's a farmer already enya afre no obeka se bi o kwa experiment bi already no he's into farming ora Eric Opoku so is already into farming omote farming na say they know the difficulties. Even Krano, Ubedi Adanse said when we wrote Eric Opoku call the vetting committee, Kokoshia vetting committee for Emrana, Babe minister, designate that time. Ora, after your markings, cracker said, hey, Eric, trasu, no, what been do. You go, you send the question at the way we in seminar, no. Nature said a trasu, papa. And it's not just giving your friends answering questions. He's also a doer. He's also a farmer. It was Tinyomana work as now. You move on. Name free. A friend is saying, the building farming centers no across the nation. Now, yembra the program no ankasa. And your mommy and son and a feed Ghana no ejinaso. And I and son ejinaso. Number one, and I bakuno a transformational green development program. Senior bedin kind church about seedlings no. I don't know about say or fat a quine biswa, a better more transformational. Ye seedlings, no, ye grains, no, or be more than we develop no. What you say, no, Chinabino so ye to me at ton seedlings nibi, and the other countries on Besso Munibi because Ghana is your cocotobi, and ye deba be farming, no, what you say, and inti, and no, a one leg. Number two, Abine say, obey a vegetable development program. While them say vegetables, yeah, or my Ghana, ye womb way, they be pempe no ano. I mean, care about a year greens. A friend is saying a grain development, no, to say a maize, rice, any sorghum, these are grains, I don't know, a binary barberry. Na waja wabon ho ban na face wo wie nsusu a waye den wasan so aye den aye emu enuema ebetimi a obehye kene ebeboa. Number 2, vegetables development program. And also ye title se Ghana ye call Burkina Faso kokra tomatoes. Ye call Niger kokra gin. Dient. Ye tam sika almost $200 million. Ye see the kokra tomatoes. Ye tam sika $180 million. Ye see the kokra den. Ye the kokra ye a friend is saying Jenny. And into your buying say vegetable development program. Or be make sure say a kwanya a ye jane any tomatoes ni and your vegetables and no or be bomodia no ide no wa boama a ye a friends a kuayofo akum more no ma boa na ye tomatoes no a and yentimi enso ye tono a enti ye ko your friend is saying a grobi to say a friend is saying Burkina Faso ni Niger no a twa den abrase na yankasa eye farmers ibenya farmers omedua tomatoes ni gene ni bebre etim di aboa o my Ghana ye economy no masanso ede efidi Ghana. Number 3 we say livestock development program. It livestock no and ho na behunu ne se enkokon nketinketi na ntwie ene mpreko ni sane Ghana ni no wampa ponche a wo pa akoko ompa akoko a wo pepreko eni sane ma we aban ne se enam a friend is say emwa yama yeni nkoho ntino this time around ne ni ba be ko na ya bomodin aboa Womwa, omunya nyinwan ne nantwie ne empreku ne saa nneɛma. Yɛtumi ayɛ dɛn, yɛtumi abɔ mmɔden ama yɛni akɔ. Na yɛtumi aboa wɔn no matumi produce ne more de aboa yɛ. Ɛno nti nneɛma mmiɛnsa a aban no gyina so. Now, from the farm to the table, business. It's money-making business. Ɛnyɛ sika ketewa. Sɛnea medi nkan kan no, yɛuse almost $2 billion, 2 to 3.5 billion US dollars every year. And yɛde kɔkra nnuane firi amanɔne. Ɛbɛka deɛ yɛdua no wɔ efie no. So what it is, ne say, see it to me, bridge the gap. I yɛde kɔkra nnuane firi amanɔne. Ɛyɛ nnuane ho nnuane ne ba. Saa sika no dodoɔ no ɛbɛka wɔ man Ghana. So Ghanaians can go to banks and also wɔn pɛ loan a ɛde bɛyɛ wɔn adwuma a wɔn bɛnya bi ɛde ayɛ adwuma. Because sika bebree no abɛyɛ dɛ ɛbɛka system nim. Ɛma banks no nso ɛbɛtete wɔn interest rate ne so ama n'aba fam sɛnea obi pɛ bi de akɔ akɔyɛ kuayɔ a ɔbɛtumi akɔnyɛ sika ne bi. Na interest a ɛda soɔ no so ayɛ dɛ aba fam. And this is something that is very, very important and very laudable because it is a big time business and it will never go wrong when it comes to farming. Farming, the we hear was sassy. Any the obeshe a year friend is saying, the awoyen so. Say ye cattle rearing no, say ye goat farm, ye goat near man are you, age say any animal house boundaries, and your man, the we say the obeshe so. Any a friend is saying, assassin, any feeder, to be feeding one. And open say grains, this and your man so o farmers, I'll be your besha womus ye, now be betchi 2 ye no. Woman so any bit amount the input no. A friend is saying, Utimi good a year input. Now to me show musu ya, and only you yield a lot of output the bed and ebedos. And I think say it's time for Ghanaians. The many talks, no, it me a day, eman the buffer. Now let me show you something. Let me say, you want bra, they're already into farming. What do you say? You want bra, you can't farming, they are already into it. Enye kito. Now let me show you for the first time. These things the main yet. But for the first time, let me show you. About 15 years ago, and then my uncle, my big uncle, that time, no, about from GTP, that time, no, about pensioner from Sakumono Estate. So he moved to the village most often, no village, or it was said, go into coconut farming and also rubber plantation and also cocoa and palm. My mom forced me, say me, but at that time, I was not interested, but I was forced to go into the farming, and this is maybe rubber plantation. So you can see rubber plantation. This is not small rubber plantation today. It tells you, say, my harvest baby and yene. What you say? Now, why normally me yes I don't do those kind of things, but I'm just only doing it to encourage any Ghanaian now. Also, be a baby. Now, if you say, oh, come on, let me just invest this 20,000 be me $10,000 be me 20,000 be me 30,000. You can start with small, but just make up your mind. Say, we try 10,000 be at all. But if you have 1,000, maybe share here for and cook on kitty. What you say? A nini I be a bit to me, be another 1,000, be 2,000, be a ship. It to the upper. Your wife didn't say, Ukra bear 5,000. Oh, was us? If you are 1 acre be what per workers be out for you send it. Those workers no in Sioto, if you are ubet your moka. What you say? Send ya many back on no you no my year, Juma. What you say? Send book on the status or mule eggs now. Oh, you are Ufamu Johnny. What you say? Aha, a boy baby. I intentionally showed Mammy Bia, Akuko Bia, yes, why you're the Pacone said, what the neighbor of 50 pounds. Kabebu sounds a question. He said, Aden and the Pacone mammy 50 pounds for Akuko Bako. I'm a cotton Akuko no cry, the cookroom no Akuko cry. The boy saying is because Akuko to lay eggs, a money pacron. What you say? Tibia will lay eggs. So this is the thing that if you say, you move bebre no ano, you bet me taking advantage. Ebeboa. Because if we want to feed Ghanaians, we must as well all get involved. You move bebre no, discover bebre you may be a win here. The war crowd bet me say crab $500 be £500. We would the other way. What do you say? Either say, oh, I also mammy got trainers, mammy got boots be, mammy got wrist watch be. What do you say? To me say, watch the crowd tambo. Me, I'm my book caveman, sir. Most other watches I don't really more. What do you say? Because a do should be a material things is not important anymore, especially you know what you were a lot of responsibilities away so you offer symphony and an be better. We're going to say, hey, what for watch? Yeah, what you say? Because yes, you're fat, you want to say we want to help people. What do you say? So these are the a year and near man, we should say Ghanaians must take advantage of it. Feed Ghana. Now, Yembra Adieba Kwa, let me share this information and from a Ghana because this particular thing. One of the reasons why the food from the farm to the cities, no, ne boya de no, and pempi, ejina materials, ejina transport, so, and a warehouse. Into we a Ghana near team, it's also a business, and I may share with you. What do you say? Maybe I will see Canada also. What do you say? You can make sure say you can go into transport. All the other say just identify the markets, the farmers, and ensure say you transfer their food. You build a warehouse, you store it, and then you transfer it to the market. You find your buyers, tomato sellers, onion sellers. That's it. You make money. I'm just sharing it with you, free of charge. My own research, I can't talk about the numbers because it's huge. What do you say? So these are the things I think is the feed Ghana. All of us can make it possible. Orange farm or pineapple farm or what do you say? A brody would be in China fifi. What do you say? So these are things I was just say. We can take advantage. Feed Ghana no and one sem na meja me pese me bobo so a me de ma wo yenko a friend is saying ade bi ene me hu we ba me share ade kroni sisi a but ma me ni kan enye in fact me the picture me mfonyi be kiro sisi a. So clearly planting for food and job, the question is where was the food and where was the job? What you say? Because it led to a total collapse. What you say? This one is policy efficiency. A targeting a friend is saying. It's all about a friend is saying differentiations where at least we can identify the grains, we can save our grains, we can use our grains, our seedlings, and then later on it will best serve all of us. So as we are feeding Ghanaians, we are also ensuring, say, the seedlings, and also we will protect the seedlings and save the seedlings. I mean, chairman, you know, my journey, mommy, it is saying, Abena Grant, Samson Abena, so a sheriff, and so I say, Union Francis, and so I say, Zigma, I'll say, Doc, please, everything on the paper is sweet, and even the way you are doing the analysis, but the action, I hope they will not disappoint. Yes, and when you look at the president, I'm not speaking for the president, but I think John Mahama 2.0 is more improved than John Mahama 1.0. And that this is John Mahama 2.0, no. So we share. We're born home modern so what in call for to baby or mother. Let me be honest with you. In Ghana's politics, on the floor of parliament, currently, if there is any MP, if there is any MP, so perform under this John Mahama's government, Honorable Eric Opoku, the Minister of Agri. He is the only person, ministers not also, but me fat minister, me want GDA to perform. Honorable Eric Opoku. He is not somebody or plenty talk. He's more of action than the talk. So you see him on the field more than the talk. I already know. Maybe recently I've gotten some information. And very soon I'll share the information. And it's saying there are some and you may be an SC but through 2 months here, 3 months here, and your mom to aquamwe, a bebwama, a yes, and your man is a cockram, and so bad day, a so bet. I think it's an offer a year rice farming already on a Ghanaian rice farmers, Eddie Hunkoma, or Masha, see a moment be more seedlings, what you say, grains, I down between me into a year massive rice, a year production. And then your money are buying a bit to me. So Ghanaians, you are also a stakeholder in the governance of this I think 9th parliament or so, or whatever parliament number is. We all have to take advantage in it. And that is one of the things they say, we are not going to stop talking. We will ensure, say, we'll be more positive. The negativity, we can't do it is a lot. Let us shift the mindset and go to can do it. How can we do it? What should we do? What must we do? These are the kind of questions that provokes the talk and then opens the mind for more solutions. What you are saying? So I think it's your point is fantastic because you're going to be that so I think this is very, very important. Now, one of the things this government I say different from the planting for food. And say planting for food, they more research into it. So the thing is that offer this particular a friend is saying feed Ghana no. So wabana o 2 acres asasia. On 10 acres sika. Any ahwa kadie because wasas need 2 acres. But planting for food a job. Then konfo bi no makoka so mi wasase say yenkoya research yenfo ye ninkodi akire yenkonkohwe yenkoya hwe ni atam sika e de ama party boys. I hope say we so enkonkoya sa. Eti say ye 2 acres a ho akade ne de ama. So also ba beje asase no na asase no so this will be dua mo a aban ne so ba behwe say ye de dua mo ye ana. Yemfa prekopem betam e mo mfa ma embetam ho akade na afi de okodua ye nya ho mfa so. What you say now, causing financial loss to the state. It will be a say based on a year research, or make sure say they will ensure say Sanya no. This one sana or Mabomodia Abua a year or my Ghana. So you don't give a year friend is input to a year friends if you go who command input. Only the livestock. Or they say a more and Okwakonya or also say Okwa command BBA. A yes or no dear tomatoes sleeping here. There be SRO had your livestock on day. You got candy and obey here. The end of the oil different. I think this one it is well planned, well thought of. A bit to me, Abua Ghana when giving a year the necessary support. Now, sorry, to some of our content creators, let me share this particular a friend is saying news and so say be I wouldn't more. A friend is saying national a friend is saying the constitutional review na ekosu. One of the things is about Ghanaians followers and they say we will talk and talk and talk and talk. When the time comes for us to share our knowledge when it comes to solution, we are still complaining. We are still talking about sometimes we complain. When you see most of my videos I do here, when I complain, I prefer solutions. I just don't talk because I know say life is a problem-solving world because that is what I was told by my father. That was what I was told by my uncle. Life is a problem-solving world. So we are here to solve problems. And those who don't solve problems will never benefit. So if you solve problems, you will benefit. You reap what you sow. If you don't sow, you will not reap. That is as simple as ABCD. Now, my main fan news him too. MIA, National Reconciliation Course. Now, I know now better just say the review committee secretary, I suggested say SSA or say national reconciliation national constitution review the national constitutional review one of the say yembo modiana a fa corruption a kwan ebe fa so a basic corruption secretary we will say papa we will say yembo modiana na Francis, was that going to do for how many days? Thank you. That's Francis Minia. Well, I can't see me now, but see a check across. Let's employ deities of Nogopu to tackle corruption. And then a friend is saying, constitutional review for tonight, panels net now, or we inviting for so monfa, omunim, dear no monyan sambeboa, near to Tunyama Yina, Yen Shire, where your constitution. Omokotna, no moon, say, Ghana for the one say institutions say fighting corruption in the crown. Omuni omujidi to fight corruption. That is what Ghanaians are saying. And it secretary said, Ghana for the one way any mujidi dia. And the idea the enconquer. Philida man from our Kwaba says, Nobu my sis is also here. Mammy Araba France, Mammy, how are you? And I, your mammy, your sister, beaches, and so has it. Mamuna Mwakwa. Now, Yere Adia Ebaye. It's a query to no Rakabla Makwaba Michia also, Nana Bafos also, Makwaba, Phyllis, Abutrewa. Now, a query na secretary said, Ghana afforded one way a year institution to fight corruption, Mujidia, and Yanko, Nanama was on for her. Now, you saw more tactics to a year tackle corruption. Because you said, yeah, about hydrogen. One day, maintenance need the home come on. My name say, if you say no super boy, they are what you say because easy, easy. It's your bedi, your pressure, and won't say in common. Now, Mammy call a year a friend is saying, other a year conversation, a person made them out quickly now. At the ABS, now my catcher must say, Facebook, no more mode to one, mode ya one equation. They say, maybe I make catch a Ghana for say, Facebook, need and your mother was so, who you soon hear, Babo, when you soon hear, when you soon hear, Ubeti when the night you're gone too soon. What do you say? Ubi a baby and so, who you soon hear, Babo. Now, me for winchell. Aquadawi. The home for Ghana near Aquada. If you put na Facebook, or Moya Buane Quasia was one of the one ya Buane Quasia. You also soon, Metro the Intia Woosu. On any mammy. And Metro the Intra, so was in sister, so. But one for anyway, and our video, my main fan channel. Corano. Social media, no, how the Oba Baya Boa Pasian. We are young girl. Oba, be social media, Boa Pasia, comment, Boa Pasian. Makacha said, we are living in a global village. We are living in a global village. You don't know who your helper is. Who named your war help? What you say? My video be a man susu say obi enya Ghana ni. We enya Ghana ni o just say obi be no share like wow. So you don't know who is watching. Said those days titi radio no. It's not ni kasa. You name the wuti, but people are listening. It use a social media wisely. Ababa we let me give you the story. The and the Ababa Toja Ghana for bebre no ano. Ebo a friend is say Yemia Eric Abasu. Now I mean share quickly the story no. The attending in said this lady and on the Tuni social a friend is saying Ohiamwa. Now a friend of Pamela Ella, or a fashion entrepreneur. And or say, or call the Facebook no say, Onya industrial sewing machine to support her growing workload and keep her fashion business running smoothly. And to Pamela, echo on the social media, and no can't trust us. And do try pepe and the CEO of National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, Aye Eric J. I say, Yamba Modiani and Tun Sanfra Ababa Wawi, and we invited. ana obaye pe na CEO no omaye donation omama no industrial sewing machine ana mwe bi a obehia a ode be den ode be na adwuma CEO ne se obeboa no ayede why na adwuma. This is what we use a social media for. Iti ma men kyerɛ ade kakra wa hase tu hwɛ a bohu sɛ ababaawa no ana wo hɔ a wɔgye ne sewing machine no tu bohu sɛ ebi box ne so nneɛma a yɛde ma ne dɔɔso a ohu bibia kama afei kɔ wie kyire esan so ma ne envelope a wosu wote ase because mmoa no a wohia no ɛyɛ de nsa aka ti mensa aka eti Pamela nsa aka ne sewing machine a ɛde okwakoye na adwuma maka kyerɛw. Don't sit on social media and do aboa kwasea. Use your social media wisely because time waits for no man. What you say? Emere no eni wo se e dey twa wu. De wo ye no. De bia meka kyerɛw so obi to beka se ɛna me de metie kura bi ase me ni buafo bia ɛnei obuafo no ane se nya mobile phone. Nya data. Na nya bibi papa bi a opesa wo ye. What you say? Se ubotri na bia wo hia moa. Open a page. Unim obi a wo hwe. O beka se ebi a wo no uwiase a ba ebi na 1000 Ghana cedis. It's hard for you so benya. And these are the realities I you chrome Ghana. But ebi na a friend is saying Philida Amanfo wa ha say Francis wa ha say Abena Grant wa ha say Abena mo wa ha mpemfo wa ha nobu mo wa ha. What you say? Mami Araba mo wa ha, I mean Ura Kabla mo wa ha. People that can just gift you that money because to them, you know, and yes, be your money tabamo, but that money, no, and yes, it can be. Or £100, and you 2,000 Ghana cedis. It do 1,000 Ghana cedis. At least. Okay, you demand that on him day mark, I be a mark in a day, £300, and now 280, and now £340, and now £350 after tax. At least, obey me, I then, BBI then. The amount. So use social media wisely. They be amekame chiremo. Mun use social media wisely and get the benefit. Abuane kwasiane de obeya no ababerewa. Betian say it's gone too soon. What you say? Sabe pepe. Now, if free wana yenko the other conversation. Nya de amecha come how many minutes? I've got about some few minutes as I'm 1 hour pe na me no. Now, yenko a friend is saying the other important matter. Mrs. say menu nyina no. Ebeboa ye wa ahase. Enkoma ene abetodwa Ghana fo bebre no eka ho ase. Na ebe de say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so. Ne nyanse mu no o say National Sanitation Day or the Ababak ene say. The all can say efri na ekwe Ghana fo ye ready ye. Na yensiesie mantim niema ye mantim nti president say a free the 3rd May a National Sanitation Day started. The government a reintroduction of a National Sanitation Day with the actual come. So a dear natural the actual union say and Ghana for baby be is very important say Yankasa and SED huni. Yankasa and making sure say my man team near environment act. Now, may the video be bebo ne weti because asem bi aba. Asem kese so ba near se frank ide esiso. Asem ni nyina ne say ye the new KMA boss ewo Ashanti region. Ana ode atudwa say ono de Oma edwadifo ewo Kumase na wotwe. Se baby anya so omotena omukotena ho a ono de osum Asanteman osum Kumase man ana osum Ghana man obe make sure say baby a yenka ase kotena okotena obe onene boys baba bebo sa asem we ya wo kan ye nkofo bebre say abranti asem be na waken asem a waken de ento asum nyanseni ena eja amanfo so wo mpache ene wasa the news na ba say I still stand by my statement. If you are found selling on the road, we will beat you. Eno Eya Richard Ofori Ajima Buedi, KMA Mayor. The KMA Mayor no, say a friend is saying, Ukoton, and Yama wa Kwan Wa, Ombede, Ombebo. One in the boys, Ebebo. Nanuna, a month for the brain one assassin, my branch and the kind of the NDC for no, the Rollins about Baba Bookmas, for my Baba Bookmas, for my. Now, question I had to be a Mibusame when they say, who engage in illegality? Adiano, and you're legal. You see no parking. And no parking, no up parking car. Near 2 near Chumaswan. Money bende. Oh, Ghana is a country of laws. It wouldn't say a country of laws, and I will break the law. Huh? You know Ghana is a country of laws, then respect the laws. Because the law is the spirit of the people. So if Ghana is a country of laws, why do you disrespect the laws? Why don't you just obey the laws and be free so that everyone will be free? Something we're
going to do. And that is why I need your support. As for me, I don't like reporting too many things to the police. I don't want the situation whereby we'll put in place a police team, we'll go arrest people, and then they go to the police station, they find their own means and they are back on the street. That would be a waste of time and resources for me. So I have my own democratic military style, which I'll be implementing. When we say leave this space, and you don't leave this space, and I get there, and I'm not lucky, and my boys are with me, there and then, we'll beat you.
There, in the middle of it.
If you're not lucky, if I'm alone, you'll be lucky. But if I'm there, and my 10 boys are in their pickup with me, with their hips, trust me, we'll beat you.
And someone okay, ye said, yes, man, not quamu and 20, or the also got not quamu now, 20, or no do one in boys no more. And the idea we are doing our babu. A man for so much support. Minion and not done to us, already our support. Pa, a idea of support. Now, Miss Dr. Rand, Miss me a day. Miss me support it. Then we say, I'm for the arm, my mumbo. Mammy for the mambo. And my man and a mumbo, remember, the money, the mambo, money, who's a gun, Miss Media, a mouth when you know, the gun of 1 million, I mean, you book. It's mammy for any assistance, the mambo. What you say? But Papa for no boys, no, and the mumbo. Omo de mumbo mo kama pa because you're sweating. We are a nation of indisciplined people. Now, if a society is going to move forward, then that society has to be disciplined. The reason why I got in the job is discipline. Yes. You park a car, or you so park a money ticket. I buy the Benyan Sika, or no one person buy the Benyan Sika. And now the Papa park because Sika is hard to come by. It's when you be men go speedway or go speedway on himself a buy no, the man a ticket, the Benyan Sika, it won't cost us speed. On person is Sika buy no. Go to when you are 1 year. The man ticket to be free. And inti Obia nama no I care. Ewa on person be boomra. And Jimmy make say Zuba is supporting. Ya ma me phone the ochi wo mo amembo wo. Na mom no, na omo kasa kire. Na omo sign bond. What you say? But the member ne there, ochi wo mo abo wo mo pa. But enye adum nko a If I say we tell them now they call Alaba. Because the time do munkwa dia, na you say, oh yeah. Because you do munkwa and go for disrespect Laos. Tiemiye. Me kind of crack. Oko Alaba. A man for to me parking bikes. Cycle. Yeah, you can't cycle. Ewo kwan ho pa. Ye parking. Ewo kwan mu. And ye parking. Kanya baby mfa. Obebo aben saa na obi akwahye ne jane na ode tikwan mu, otikwan mu ekwan asphalt kwan so. No obi ti tomatoes, no obi so ne a friend is saying ne enwema abegu chese indiscipline. These are tough times that demands tough decisions and tough approach to solve our problems. And I'm being honest with you. Yes, I am baby. Yes, sir. Ejina baby ejina noa. And anya Ashanti region kwa. Tiemiye. Anya Ashanti region kwa. Across the nation Ghana no. Whether it is AMO, DMO, CMO, NMO, Nzema, municipal, whatever the let's ensure that we bring back discipline. And you see, somebody will say, so as for this attitude, they are wrong. Oh, this behavior is wrong. The democracy, no, I hear practicing. The people that we stole the democracy from, or we learned the democracy from, there came a time they were whipping people. They were beating people. And these are stories you can check. I tell people, research the brutal development style of the United Kingdom. Check it, and you understand. Because nipa sweat dinning. They don't understand unless you punish. And Alfie said it was just a mere saying in the Bible. And the guy said, if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. But I think also say, moving away from a friend is a bonus. Let's ensure so we inculcate a friend is saying this behavior of letting our children understand. So now we don't litter anywhere and everywhere. I did diseases everywhere. It is school kwadano from the class from the class 1 to JSS to SSS to the university. No, let us ensure that it becomes a lifestyle. It becomes our habit. I know somebody years ago, Mitinani Quay, Ewa Brutia. Now a Johnny a week on a bro. I branch a really dear, no, a 20 year not to come and say, hey, what's now Brutia over 20 years? A dear bro to a bontine. So we refuse, be free Ghana, buy no call holidays, we buy and Chenam say, hey, to me and Ghana, and you have put me and Ghana and 20 yaji. O Campo ferry. But now put the Casian Sebi and Nick Dimoa. We are Bruno or Toto, yeah. So these are things I'm supposed to say. Say Zuba, episode Makumasi need. Now I issue this particular warning. And yet only a doom alabany na. Omonfa a choir. A more democratic. A choir. Any unconstitutional. I had never bought a fin a free crew. You won't call for my sweat. Omono, let us find ways and means. We will punish them and then they will feel it. What do you say? They will feel it. Now, enconcotoso and twaso, Emma San some way encos. What do you say? Nobody should beat for hawking at a wrong place. When they break law, they should apply the rule of law. Zuba is making his own rules. Laws are human beings make the rules. So human beings can also support Zuba to make sure says these rules will be enacted. I think it's at the beating. I nobody support violence, but I mean he's just trying to say something. That's the point that he's trying to make, so that at least people will understand. Your papa fubu obeka just say mebo or the show mukeke, but nyebonya de obebo because in see and I'm not sure say be a basis of a bo or and now babu, but I mean trying to instill fear and making sure say people who do the right thing. And people who also hawk and also behave anyhow should also start thinking rational, because their hawking and their misbehavior also affect other people. And these laws are there for human beings to think, what you say. So when laws are created, I always say this, the conscience of people come alive. What you say, you create law, no, obey the laws, respect the laws, because the laws are the spirit of the people. Who respect the laws, it means you respect Ghanaians. Because Ghanaians and a year Mirano. One respect law, no, yes, I won't respect Ghana. That is what Ghanaians have to understand. What you say, from kindergarten, yes, they can't hear. Yeah, they will even fight you. We are wine. You know about compa. Meanwhile, now look at a friend is saying this guy, our actor, Lil Wayne, the way on the car, obi, a precious soul, our people don't listen, and sometimes we need to ensure say, can't you know we restore a friend is saying, discipline, where you croon I be boy now because and yes, sir, intimate cover, yeah, what I say, yes, I intimate cover. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my memfa and no and to walk a crown, and we are now ya call a year our conversation a year for a year the last a year conversation. And no dear, my catcher said, and no dear, me baba momumu a year the dito conversation. Any, you see, Dr. Amwakun Ban. All MPP supporters should join the new party that is coming up. The new party, the new patriotic front, when it is launched, join it. That will be the real party. The old one should be left for the corrupt leaders. The MPP, a new political party. New patriotic front, party. Ladies and gentlemen, and no some come we mu ede, emu ehwam. And one amehwehwe, say MPP party mu becheche na egu. Na it say Kwame Nkrumah party. Otiase. And one amehwehwe. Because then the rational ones na wo MPP no mo no so. Kakra bi. Omo adwene mu do. Eye adwene wo man no mo nye selfish omo no so. Omo ye very selfish e wo party no do so. Omo mbebo ye kro no be hwia ye do so. It emre do say. The friend is saying, Abanasa signboard ni posters na doso. Omunyina. Anyway, Ghana de maza. But yeah, kosia ni meko, kosia. Yes, fine. Yeah, you got noise pollution. Maybe we so ni asaba yef littering. Maybe what do I say? I think you say me the doctor Amwakoba and me the best fridge no nyame aduma wachina. I'll come your way so that we can have a conversation. 1 hour is enough for you to enjoy this episode. Every night comedy a year, what is happening to John Mahama where I will talk to you about the things that this government is doing, the positive ones. It's not every day that I'll share. We will come here and sit here and be talking about negative. We all know our problems. Now we have to find solutions to solve our problem. God bless Ghana. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever and ever. Take good care of yourselves. And thanks for joining my podcast. Thank you all and take good care of yourselves.